Hello, friends. First of all, welcome up all of you in this video lecture series of 12th Commerce Secretarial Practice. Before starting this lecture, I just revised what we studied in previous lectures. Throughout the previous lecture, specifically the last previous lecture, we start the third topic of sectoral practice, that is issue of shares. So far up to this video lecture, we studied classification of shares, what is meant by authorized share capital, what is meant by issued share capital, what is meant by subscribed share capital, what is meant by called up share capital, what is meant by paid up share capital, what is meant by reserved share capital, with examples. So the next thing, that is issue of shares. A company may need a capital to start a new project or expand or diversify its existing business or to repay its old debts. Means company require to start new project, capital is required or finance is required to start new project, expand its business, diversify its business, and pay loans, pay liabilities, pay debts of existing business. So, how a company raise funds to fulfill the need of requirement of finance or capital to achieve these all objectives, that is to expand business, to start new project, to pay the debts of the business. So in such case, company wants to raise capital by selling its shares. It can issue preference shares or equity shares, or it is also known as ordinary shares. It is also known as ordinary shares. Next, methods of issue of shares. Public offer A, B, C, and D. Through public offer, existing issuing shares to existing equity shareholder, existing employees, and private placement. So first of all, we see public issue or public offer of shares. Public issue or public offer of shares. Public issue or public offer means offering the shares to the public. Offering the shares to the public, that is public offer. This is most common method for raising finance or raising capital by issuing shares to the public by the companies. The company invites the public to subscribe for its shares by issuing prospectus. By issuing prospectus. Now, what is meant by prospectus? In 11th standard, we studied the concept of prospectus and types of prospectus. Concept of prospectus and types of prospectus. It is an official invitation given by company to the general public to subscribe the shares of the company. The company can use two pricing methods to offer share to the public. First, fixed price issue method. Fixed price issue method. Under this method, the company states in its prospectus the quantity and the price at which the shares are offered to the public. means in this method the price, the method, the title of method, that is fixed price issue method, means at the time of issue of share the price, issue price of share is fixed, issue price of share is fixed. The subscriber or investor asked to pay a certain portion of face value of share. Then what is meant by face value of share? Face value means the value which is written on the share certificate and mentioned in the memorandum of association of the company, which is fixed and not changeable, known as a face value. The value of share or entire issue price along with the application, the company comes to know the demand for its shares only after the subscription period ends. Only after the subscription period ends. Company can issue share at par or at premium. Fixed price method is used for all, to allot all types of shares, that is public issue, right issue, employee stock option scheme, etc. And what is meant by issue of share at par and what is meant by issue of share at premium? When, for example, if the face value of share is rupees 100, if the face value of share is rupees 100 and the share is issued at rupees 100, then it is known as issue of share at par. When face value of share is rupees 100 and it is issued for 150, then it is known as issue of share at premium, that is more than the face value. Issue of share at premium. And next, issue of share at discount. When the face value of share is rupees 100 and it is issued to rupees 80, then it is known as issue of share at discount. So in the fixed price issue method, the quantity and the price at which the shares are issued, the price at which the shares are issued is predetermined or actually known or was mentioned in the prospectus. It is clearly stated in the prospectus which company issue to invite public for to subscribe the shares of the company or to buy the shares of the company. Next, additional information, issue of share at premium. As I already told you, when a company issues share at a price above the face value of share, it is known as issue of share at premium. For example, if a face value of share is rupees 100 and it is issued for 150, then 50 is the premium earned by the company and has been put to separate account called as a securities premium account. The money which is raised as a premium of the securities, which is kept under a separate account, that is securities premium account. The premium cannot be considered as a profit, so it is cannot be used to pay the dividend of the company, dividend to shareholders. To distribute the amount of premium as a dividend is not allowed. Then what is meant by dividend? Dividend is the portion of profit which is distributed among the shareholder in respect of their shareholdings in the company. The Companies Act 2013 has not laid down any restrictions on issue of share at premium. However, it has following conditions for utilization of the amount which is raised as a premium amount and the deposited in the securities premium account. How to utilize the amount which is deposited in the securities premium account? It can be used for issuing fully paid up bonus shares. Then what is meant by bonus shares and what is meant by fully paid up? Bonus shares means the shares which is issued by the company to its existing shareholder free of cost through the process of capitalization of profit known as a bonus shares, which is fully paid up, not a partly paid up. To write off preliminary expenses of the company. Preliminary expenses of the company. To write off means to remove, to minimize. To write off commission paid and discount allowed or expenses incurred on issue of share or debenture. To pay premium on redemption of any redeemable preference share or debenture. To pay premium on redemption of any redeemable preference share or debentures. प्रीमियम पे करण्यासाठी, रिडम्शन ऑफ सिक्युरिटीज करण्यासाठी, प्रेफरन्स शेअरचं रिडम्शन करायचं, डिबेंचरचं रिडम्शन करायचं. रिडम्शन मीन्स रीपेमेंट ऑफ amount of securities with principal and interest or principal and dividend. That is the issue of share at premium. There is no any limitations for issue of share at premium, but there is how to utilize the securities premium account, where all the money of securities, all the money which is raised as a premium is deposited. Okay, so how to utilize securities premium account? There are certain conditions are given in Companies Act how to utilize the money which is deposited in the securities premium account. Next, book building method. Book building method or book building process. Under this method, issuer company means the company who issued shares to raise finance. Company determine the number of shares and issue price at which its shares will be sold by bidding process. So book building method or book building process, it is a process by which company determines issue price of securities based on demand from the public, Then what is the difference between fixed price method and book building method? In fixed price method, it is clearly mentioned in the prospectus about the issue price of securities and quantity of issue of securities. But in book building method, the price of security is not mentioned. It is determined on the basis of demand from the public. No, so that is the basic difference between fixed issue price method and book building method. Book building process is a process of price discovery. Book building process is the process of price discovery. The issuer disclose, that is issuer company. The issuer company disclose a price band or floor price. The issuer company disclose price band or floor price. When company issue securities through book building process, company issue one prospectus which is known as red herring prospectus. What is meant by red herring prospectus? Red herring prospectus is a type of incomplete prospectus. It does not include complete particulars of the quantity of securities offered or the issue price of the securities being offered. Means in fixed price method, quantity of issue of securities and price of issue of security is given, but in book building process, company issue red herring prospectus which is incomplete prospectus. In this prospectus, quantity of securities offered or the issue price of the securities being offered, it is usually issued at the time of IPO. It is usually issued at the time IPO for any issue done under the book building process. Then what is meant by IPO? When company offers its shares first time to the public, company issue the shares through the process of IPO. IPO means initial public offer. The company issued red herring prospectus, which is incomplete prospectus. The quantity of issue of shares, the quantity of issue of shares, the quantity of issue of shares and price of issue of shares is not mentioned in the red herring prospectus, because in book building process or in book building method, the price of securities and quantity of issue of securities is decided on the basis of demand from the public for shares of that issuer company. But in red herring prospectus, one thing which is contained known as a price range or price band. Price range or price band. For example, in case of M Limited company wants to issue a securities through book building process. So company given in his red herring prospectus a price range, that is share of price of one share is between 50 to 100, 50 to 100. So the person who wants to buy the shares of the company in M Limited company must apply for the shares within the price band or price range of 50 to 100. 50 to 100, that is 50-100. The lower end price band or price range is called floor price, while the highest end price is called cap price or ceiling price. The final price at which shares are offered to investors is called cut-off price. It's called cut-off price. Investors can bid any number of shares that they are willing to buy at any price in the price band. As I already told you, bidding is kept open for 5 days. The bid along with the application money is submitted to the lead merchant bankers, or it is also known as book running lead manager. Book running lead manager who enters the bid in a book. After bidding is over, the company fixes cut-off price based on the highest or best price at which all shares on offer can be sold. Best price on which all shares of offer can be sold. Company issue a prospectus which contains the final price of book building method is used for public issue of IPO and FPO. IPO, that is initial public offer, and FPO, that is further public offer. Then what is by lead merchant bankers? Institutions engaged in there. These are the institutions which are engaged in management, either by making arrangement to buy or sell securities of an issuing company, or act as a manager or provide advisory services regarding arrangement to buy and sell securities of an issuing company, or providing services to issuing company, that is those company who wants to issue their shares through IPO, FPO, or through book building process. These institutions provide advisory services. So how the in book building process or in book building process, how the prices are determined, how the prices are determined. For that purpose, you have to draw one table which contains three columns, which contains three columns. So the right on the first line of the page, number of shares allotted, rupees 10 lakh. Price band or price range is between 50 to 100, sorry, 60 to 100. So when any investor for a price, so in this case, for in case of M limited company, we take an example of this is an example of M limited company. In M limited company, many investors invest or try to invest for the price of 85 rupees. Bid is 2050 lakhs, so cumulative bid is 2050 lakh. In next case, when for price of rupees 80, the bid is 3 lakh, cumulative bid is 5 lakh 50,000. For rupees 75, bid is 4 lakh 50,000, cumulative bid is 10 lakh. For the price 70, the bid is 6 lakh 50,000, cumulative bid is 16 lakh 50,000. For the price 65, bid is 5 lakh 50, 5 lakh 55,000, cumulative bid is 22 lakh 5,000. And for the price 60, bid is 6 lakh 65,000, cumulative bid is 28 lakh 70,000. Means the number of shares which company wants to allot is 10 lakhs, and for the price 75, the amount of 10 lakh is completed, the amount of 10 lakh is completed. So between the price range or between the price band of 60 to 100, 75 is the price where all the bids is completed, all the bids are completed, or all the shares are ready to issue. So 75 is the cut-off price, 75 is the cut-off price. So next thing is distinguish between fixed price issue method and book building method. Meaning, under this method, under fixed price issue method, the issue price of share is mentioned in the prospectus and investors have to buy shares at that price only. But under book building process, under this method, the issue price is determined on the demand determined by a bidding process. The investors give a price band or price range, and within the price range and within the price or within the price band, they this way company arrived at a price at which will sell its all shares. That is, in M limited company, for the price of 75, its all shares must be sold. So 75 is the cutoff price. Next, price of shares. And second point is price of share. The exact price of share is known in advance and it's mentioned in the prospectus. But under book building process, the price of share is not known in advance. Only the minimum price and maximum price at which the company is willing to sell the share is known in advance. That is known as a book. That is known as a price band or price range. Next, prospectus. Under fixed price issue method, company has to issue a prospectus contains a detail about price and quantity of shares offered to the public through the issue. But company issue red herring prospectus, which I already told you, it is an incomplete prospectus. In this prospectus, the amount of issue of shares and the price for which the shares are offered to the public is not mentioned. That's why it is incomplete prospectus. So those company who prefer book building process or prefer must issue red herring prospectus. Next, determination of demand. Company comes to know the public demand for its shares only after the closure of the issue. Book building method. Company can know public demand for its shares every day. The bids are registered in the book every day till the closure of the issue. Next, payment of application money. Application money or entire money has to be paid by the investor at the time of submitting his application for a share. But under book building process, only application money has to be paid at the time of bidding money will be collected only after the issue price has been fixed. Means only application money is received and the remaining amount is received by company after the cutoff price is declared. When issued, it can be issued for any issue like public issue, right issue, ESOS. It is usually issued in public issue like IPO and FPO. So this is the methods, that is fixed price issue method and book building method. After watching this video, you have to write down a distinction between fixed price issue method and book building method. Thanks for watching.